Welcome to episode 11, and this is a slime Vita, and a point chisel, and a club hammer, and 2 blocks of iron. We're going to break into Ye Gamel Chattels, so that we don't have to run away to the Twilight Forest every time we need slime. Also, we are on the 1.2 version of the Raxpack, and something has rounded out my logs. Now, I'm not complaining, it looks kinda cool, but I'm not sure what it is because everything just says Minecraft. Also, my microblocks have messed up since the 1.2, so that's interesting. I'll have to change those out. And I think the problem here being that if I got those, these microblocks back, I think I can make entire blocks of Certus quartz, which means I should dump it. Yep. Alright, so we're going to have to trash those. But that's okay. Let's get on with what I was going to show you. Blocks of iron. Now, some of you might be familiar with the statues mod, but this is Ye Gamel Chattels' version of a similar concept. If we take our point chisel and shift right click on the bottom, we get a carving interface. And we need a Vita, and that Vita is what some mobs drop, or all mobs will drop Vita, including neutral mobs, but this one is a slime one, which we got from killing those slimes in the Twilight Forest. And we can mess with some of these things, but I don't think it works for the slime, because the slime doesn't have any extra limbs or anything, so nothing really changes. But if we carve it, we get a slime statue, and apparently I didn't need the second one after all. But now we have an iron slime statue. It's kind of see-through, but that's because slimes are see-through. Okay, I have my iron bag. But what I wanted to show you out of this whole thing was, if I go and grab some redstone, lever. I think I have redstone on me. I do. I'm just doing this to make sure that it works. Bam! We get to spawn a slime. Now the statue is gone, and that's because I made the statue out of a low-level material. When you make a statue out of a low-level material, it just becomes the mob and replaces the statue. But if we made it out of something higher level, then you can get infinite mobs from it, and I think that has to be a diamond statue, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't got far enough into Ye Gamel yet to be able to confirm or deny that. But yeah, now we can carve things if we want to, which is pretty sweet. But let's get on with what I went to the Twilight Forest for, which was slime, so that we can finish out the automation of our charcoal burners, which are down here. So we wanted to make fluid extraction pipes, and I found some sticky pistons actually, which we needed for it, so that we could get certain things. So I have 2 of those, which is great because, how many is it? It's just 1. Alright. So I need 3 of these cards, at least. So let's get some more iron, some gold, and I have everything else. Oops, too much gold. Right, there we go, we've got some more cards. And then we need to get some more iron because we need more buckets. I'm going to need to make a few more actually of those thingamajigs. Because it's 2 fluid cards per extractor. So let's just make a bunch of cards. And then we have our bases covered. So we want 6 buckets. Not sure why I went to a different interface for this, but there we go. And we want extraction tubes, which is what we wanted the sticky pistons for. And we need to make some more plastic, I think. Unless one of the chests I have lying around has tubes left in it. It does. Excellent. So extraction tube is hopper plus sticky piston. And I have exactly as many sticky pistons as I need. Sorry about there will be probably a little bit of stuttering in the frame rate. Which is kind of annoying. Since the update, some mod or something has caused some significant frame drops staring off in this direction. If I turn around I'm fine, but if I look in that direction things go a bit funny, and I've put myself back on fancy graphics to deal with that. Oh, I already have 3 hoppers. Well, there you go. So tube, hopper, sticky piston. 1, 2, 3. And let's turn all of those into fluid extraction. Great. So now we have fluid extraction pipes, and we also need more extraction pipes, which is fine because we have everything we need. So let's go digging underneath here. Oh, no, don't break things, please. Oh, still breaking things. That there, and this here. Great. Now it's going to do its thing again because it thinks it's a new network. Something we want to actually do is colour these tubes, and we can do that with any dye. Because otherwise it's going to turn into a mess, but we might try doing it without dye just because I'm feeling a little bit lazy. So let me just clear out underneath here. I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do, which ones are these? Fluid, great. Let's do the fluid extraction pipes here, and I will need to make myself some more tubes after all, I just realised, because I don't have any for running lengths of anything. So plastic was, what? Charcoal, clay, and sand. Sand, clay. Oh, we have a friend. Something else that came with 1.2 of the Raxpack is I no longer have my strength necklace, so now I'm not one-shotting things with an iron sword. The reason that had to happen was because, unfortunately, the mod was causing crashes, and because the mod author has left the modding scene for now, it's not getting any updates. So clay in the middle, coal above, sand on the side. Let's just get as much as possible. There we go. Jackal! Cook my plastic. Thank you. Sand and clay can go back in there, as well as that dirt. This should give us plenty to work with. Okay, and 6 more in there. We also do have the time mod back in the mod pack, although I haven't changed the configs for it yet, so we can increase the length of days, but right now there's still the short days that I've been complaining about during the series. So glide back down here, and then if I do that, we're going to connect, and this is why I wanted to look at dyes, which we might still have to do. Let's have a look at what dyes I have. We have some yellow and some lime. We might need a third one though. Red. Great. Should be more than enough. So like many mods, if you colour tubes differently, they won't connect, but the default one will. So let's make these tubes red. Like that. And we'll make these guys green. Like that. And let's run them. See, this is the default uncolored version, so if I get some green like that, it disconnects. And also, in order to stop these connecting along the top here, I'm going to have to make some micro blocks. So if I get the saw out of here and quickly make that into some covers. Oh, we don't actually need that one. We can put those up here, and that will stop those tubes connecting. Like so. For some reason, while this is lime, it doesn't really look lime except for on top, which is pretty funny, if you ask me. So here's our drum, and we want to connect that up, and it's going to come from underneath. So let's dig around underneath. Now that drum is actually full, so we'll want to move that one. Let's actually make the filler over here. Like that. We'll also paint those green just in case anything else gets connected around here. Okay. We'll put all that dirt back. Oh, it's not full. Well, that's good. So, as you can see, these are all at the creosote level of 15,000 at the moment, because they've been steadily working along at making some charcoal. If we plop that there, it will start to go down, and if we jump underneath, you'll see how the system actually works. It turns the creosote into a creosote item, right? And so that creosote item is going and fills with a certain amount of liquid and then moves through the pipe and goes into the barrel. Now the cool thing about that being that it turns it into an item is that you can actually have single pipe networks. Even though we've got ours split up for the purpose of this, you can turn them into single pipe networks and have both liquids and items flowing through the same tube network, which is a really cool concept. Now the other thing we want to do is we want to extract from these. So we've used red, we've used lime, we want yellow now, because we want to extract the charcoal out of these systems and put them in our crate stuff over there. So let's do that. They have no valid destination, which is why they don't immediately start trying to send charcoal down that route. We'll stick the last one over here. Now this is going to be a huge mess of pipes under here, but I'm okay with that. So we need to make those two red, so they don't connect to anything. In fact, we'll just, since we have so much dye, we'll just paint everything. Saves me having to do it later. Red. Sweet. Yellow, yellow, yellow. That's all good. So we're going to take this underneath the red pipe. Now I could obviously bring it above the red pipe and just put microblocks over the top, and that would probably be smarter. So actually let's do that. Let's do the smarter thing. So we want to... Oh. Never anywhere to get out. Breaking everything again. Okay. So we're just going to connect a bunch of random tubes like this. Paint them yellow to keep them separated. So now we got yellow laying on top of red and green working through the back. And we run the tubes this way. Just to avoid breaking anything. Okay, cool. And now you can see lots of wood going in that way, so we want to stop wood going into that system, and we can do that pretty easily actually. Got all our charcoal going in there though, and that's quite good. Whoa, no. The reason the charcoal, the wood's getting pulled out is because the extraction tubes don't discriminate between the slots. They'll pull out of any slot they can get at. Although, can they? Maybe that wood got in there somehow. Let's try this again. Let's take all that dark oak out. No, give me that. Oh dear. Now we've got cobble in the system. No, must have got in there when they got connected. I was wrong. I thought they could pull out of all the slots indiscriminately, but apparently, and thankfully, they don't. Okay, now we can cover up as much of this as we want. I think I saw my cobble floating around somewhere, but I'm going to have to go get some more. I'll get that cobble out of there eventually. So we'll stick some cobble in here and here. Just clean up what we can. Right, now we need our microblocks. Now that one needs to be using a hollow cover. I think I trashed my hollow covers thinking I wouldn't need any more, but let's take a look if there is any laying about. Okay, there's not. That's fine. Oops. So much fail. Right, okay. Hollow covers. There we go. Now you can still see the corners there, but it's better than nothing. And our drum is filling up. We have no creosote in there and no charcoal in the output slots, and it's burning away and putting charcoal in here. So other than my little cobblestone blockage in here somewhere, we actually should be fine to go. And now I just got the cobble out. I really should lock that barrel. There we go. Now accidents like that can't happen again. So this system is now completely, fully, up to the point of storage anyway, automated. So all we have to really do now is make the charcoal burner's hut look good. So I'm going to have to cut the camera and go and get some clay, because I need to make a whole lot of bricks. Since we were going to make this one out of brick, we'll at least use brick for the chimney. So I'll see you in a bit, and I'll be back once I have my resources ready. See you soon. Okay, we are back, and just waiting for the last of the bricks to finish cooking. And it looks like they're done. Yep. Cool. So I'm just turning them all into plain old brick blocks, because that's what we have. Awesome. So 2 stacks and a little bit of brick should be enough, I think. Maybe. We shall see. So let's get on with it. Okay, we're back. As you can see, our charcoal builders is coming along nicely. Now the thing is, we're going to break out for the first time in the series carpenter's blocks, because we're going to smooth a little bit of this thing off. And the way that we're going to do that is like this. So with a carpenter's block, which I'm getting way ahead of myself. Oh. It's not carpenter's blocks you want, it's carpenter's slopes. For what we want to do anyway. Carpenter's blocks are equally useful. So let's just put some more wood in here. I want some sticks. Let's just do that, and then, nope. Trying to remember recipes off by heart. There we go. Now we've got carpenter slopes. So the thing with the carpenter slopes is we need to sleep. Of course we do. Alright, so these guys spawned in a very, very quick fashion. Okay, so what I was going to do here is put some slopes down. Then build that back up so that I can access the roof. Put some more slopes in. Excuse me. These things automatically shape themselves depending on where you place them and what blocks neighbour them, so but sometimes it can be a bit finicky. Oops. And that deals with that. Now, the last finishing touches I had in mind were on these four corners. And how to do it is not quite like that, and that's why we have carpenter's hammer. So the hammer lets you change the shape of the slope. Not quite. That's the one we want. Like that. So just so that the building has some sloped corners on it. There we go. Last two. Sometimes working with carpenter's blocks takes a little bit of patience, and if you left click on a carpenter's block rather than right click with the hammer, it turns it, it rotates the block rather than changing its shape. Oh, wrong. So as you can see, it's facing directly opposite where I want it to be, so if I left click a couple of times and it's facing the right way. So now we can remove all the scaffolding off it. Get the axe out since I decided to make some of the scaffolding out of planks. Hello Fallen Knight. Great. So that is our charcoal burner's hut. What do you think? Actually, there's one finishing touch that we thinking about doing way in the beginning, and that's why we have the smoker here. And the smoker, we need to get back on the roof. So we'll just go back up this way. Scaffold up a little bit. Yeah! So we need to put smokers in the other two as well. So how exactly did we make smokers anyway? Cauldron and netherrack. That's cool. Just get 14 iron, although I think I have some in here. Yep. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Make a couple of cauldrons, and then we just need a couple of pieces of netherrack. Which I swear I had some in here. I could have sworn I had some netherrack. The mysterious disappearance of netherrack. Big backpack? Nope. Yeah, maybe I used it all making nether brick. Alright, quick trip to the nether. Be back in a tick. Alright, back from the nether. Got myself burnt by lava and everything. And hidden pockets of lava behind netherrack, unfortunately. It was directly behind the portal. So there we go, 2 smokers. And so concludes, I think, our first industrial building for the town. Our charcoal burners. What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. Looks sufficiently basic for an industrial building, while still having a little bit of interesting bits to it, like the chimneys and the being able to see the coke ovens in the back and what have you. So, thank you all for watching, and next time I think what we want to start on is going back over to the Magic Island and doing a little bit more Thorncrafty stuff, possibly starting on Witchery or Blood Magic, because there's a couple of things that I want from those mods. So again, thank you all for watching and joining me for this episode, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!